Well, good afternoon, everybody. Nope, it's not Marc McMain. We're still got Marc on hiatus for a few weeks while he does his political thing, but we're excited about that. You are talking to Doug Hollingsworth, and Doug is excited about the show today. We are a travel show, Sweet Tea Travels, that is here every Friday, so please tell other people. We're going to be talking about different places to go, things to do, and fun facts about Georgia or Boston or, what we need to do this summer. Just things like that are going to be exciting. So next week is a special week, and we are going to be excited about that. It happens every year. It's St. Patrick's Day. So we have a full show today with us, and we're going to be talking about Savannah, Georgia. Yes, sir, I should put on my little Savannah, Georgia little accent here, and we're going to talk some great stuff today. But we're going to get right into the show here, and we're going to bring up Joe Marinelli, who is the president CEO of Visit Savannah. We're going to talk to Joe about what's going on down in Savannah. Hello, Mr. Joe. How are you today?
Hello, Doug. How are you, buddy?
I am doing great, sir. If I can talk about Savannah, Georgia, I am all smiles, and I even got my green sweater on that Chastity will occur to. So sure I am all excited about St. Patrick's Day, but not just St. Patrick's Day. We're excited about Savannah and what goes on down there. We have an awesome city here in Georgia that is certainly worldwide known for many, many things. So we're going to let you tell us a good amount about what you do, what are some fun things to do. But let's get started on some. I know Savannah's a great getaway place for golf destination general. Why don't you take us and tell us a little bit about Savannah?
Well, thanks, Doug. We appreciate it. Everybody here in Savannah is wearing green today as we ramp up for what we consider our high holiday of the year, and that's St. Patrick's Day next Tuesday. Certainly the largest St. Patrick's Day celebration in the South, and definitely one of the largest in the country. But we have folks pouring in from all around the country. We have a bunch of groups coming in from Ireland this weekend, and Mother Nature has blessed us with sunshine for Tuesday. So for any of your listeners that are looking for a place to go for St. Patrick's Day, Savannah's the place. We're really excited about what's coming up.
Well, it certainly is a fun destination. Certainly people can go online to visitsavannah.com to find out more information about what there is to do, from eating to tours. But you definitely have some great weather. It's a little chilly up here. We just got the little cold snap, which is funny, you're in the 80s, and then last night you're in the 30s, and it's going to be in the 20s down at nighttime a couple of nights next week. But right there on the coast, Savannah's known for so much, certainly.
Yeah.
First city here in Georgia, part of the 13th colony. There's just some great things. But let's talk about some good travel for families, couples, community, anything like that, Joe. Let's talk about that.
Well, great. Yeah. Savannah every year ranks, in the top 3, 4, 5 cities. Condé Nast Traveler Magazine, Southern Living Magazine, Travel and Leisure Magazine, Garden and Gun Magazine. Savannah's always at the top or near the top, for getaway destinations. And you said it. Whether it's some leisure folks that are, couples weekend, girls getaway weekend, a guys getaway golf weekend. Meeting, convention, whatever. Savannah's really the ideal place. Our hotel rates still are very, very affordable for visitors coming in for a few days. When we do our research every year in terms of why people come to Savannah, every year it's the same information. First and foremost, they come in for our historic sites and landmarks. They come in because of our unique culinary, cuisine experience, and they come here to shop. And so those are the reasons that that your listeners would want to come in. And oh, by the way, it might be a little cooler up there, but the sun is shining here, and at this time of year, that's what we've all been waiting for after many of us had a tough winter.
It has been, for sure. I know I love staying right there on River Street in many places. I've eaten many places, shopped in many places. I was there last in September and got to go over to your beautiful convention center right over across the street from River Street there. So let's talk a little bit about the convention, what that means to the city.
Well, thank you. We doubled the size of our convention center and opened that up about a year ago. So now our convention center has over 200,000 square feet of exhibit space, about 650,000 square feet of space total. So what that means is, we are the perfect size destination for mid-size and larger conventions, just like the small ones. We're in the process right now of building a brand new hotel right next door to the convention center. It's called Signia by Hilton. It's Hilton's upscale convention hotel brand. There's a big one right next door to the World Congress Center in Atlanta, and we're going to do something like that. So, if your listeners are looking for an ideal destination for a meeting or a conference or a convention, we've got brand new facilities and hotels at literally every price point to accommodate them.
And it's so fun just hopping in the water taxi and it's come right across the river. And I'll have to quick story here. As I was staying at the Westin early on, and the middle of the night, I just wanted to got up, walked around a little bit, opened the window, and this huge, massive tanker, ship just right in front of my nose almost. That was just amazing to see. So you have so many things that people don't realize what happens in Savannah. But we're talking to Joe Marinelli. He's the president and CEO of Visit Savannah here, visitsavannah.com. Great website, by the way. So let's talk a little bit about St. Patty's Day, what's going to be coming up for a whole week, not just the one day.
Yeah, well, in years past we called it a festival. These days we call it a celebration because it really is about celebrating St. Patrick's Day and the holiday. But as you I'm sorry, Doug, as you drive around Savannah, right now you'll see dozens of buildings lit up with green lights to really set the mood and the tone. On Tuesday, a lot of our locals will take the day off. Schools are closed, so local families can come down and enjoy, like I said earlier, the largest parade in the South. And then we have visitors coming in. I get a kick out of it every year because we get police departments and fire departments and groups from Boston and Providence and New York and Cleveland. And they all come down for our St. Patrick's Day. And I remember asking a couple of them from Boston one day, I said, you all have a pretty big St. Patrick's Day up there. Why do you come down here? And they said, well, first of all, the weather in Savannah is much nicer on St. Patrick's Day in Savannah than it is in Boston or New York or Philly or whatever. But what they really love about our event is it's very, very family friendly. And, during the day, we're celebrating with morning masses and big group breakfast, and then, a parade that lasts 4 or 5 hours through the city. And then everybody goes back to their hotel rooms, takes a nap, and then we turn it up a notch for the evening part of the celebration. So, lots going on, and people from not only around the country, but people from around the world coming in. We have groups from County Wexford, Ireland, and County Kilkenny, Ireland.
Wow.
Both coming in. In fact, one arrived yesterday, one will arrive today. And so, that just adds to the fun.
Well, it is a lot of fun down there. And since we're talking a little bit about travel, you have a very nice airport just right down the street from you there, and you got you're in a perfect spot. You're right there at I-16 and I-95, but you have this wonderful airport that can go to quite a few places. We hope a lot of people use that and come into Savannah there. So.
Yeah, we have, we have all the major airlines that service Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. So, whether you have points with Delta or American, United, JetBlue, Southwest, goes on and on. But you can get to Savannah nonstop, not just direct, but nonstop from pretty much anywhere east of the Mississippi, and that makes it easy and affordable to travel here.
Absolutely. Fantastic. We're talking to Joe Marinelli, President and CEO of Visit Savannah. Doug Hollingsworth with you on this Friday the 13th. We're excited to have Joe. We're talking about Savannah, Georgia, and St. Patrick's Day, certainly festivals that are all week next week, so that's fantastic. You have something that you call Savannah's Beaches. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, you're right. We right down the road, the city of Savannah sits on the Savannah River, which, as you mentioned a few minutes ago, also includes the Georgia ports. So we get a constant parade of large container ships that come up and down the Savannah River headed to the port. And, in many ways, I like to think of it as a live IMAX theater, because you can literally almost reach out and touch these big container ships as they go by. But then 14 miles out to the east is the Atlantic Ocean, and our beach community is called Tybee Island. That's Tybee, Tybee Island, and it's the ideal beach locations. It's low key, no big high rises, lots of short-term rentals and fun bars and restaurants, terrific beaches and so forth. So, for visitors to Savannah and Tybee, they can have the historic landmark experience in Savannah, and then they can put their flip-flops and a T-shirt on and go out and enjoy the day on Tybee's beach and really make a week or a weekend out of it. And
it's so easy. Go around to Tybee if you want to come back for some nightlife or some different restaurants. You can easy drive right back to Savannah. There you go. I got to mention, Joe, I think I'm a big fan of what you guys do down there in October, and certainly Savannah has one of the nicknames of being one of the most haunted places in the country, and y'all really come to life down there with the tours and the graveyards and St. Bonaventure Cemetery. I mean, it's just a fantastic way to do things, and certainly around Halloween, it just really gets very festive down there.
Yeah, it's funny as I hear you describing it. Usually in October, the phones in our offices light up because a lot of folks know that Savannah is considered America's most haunted city. I would argue that we're haunted all year long, not just at Halloween.
Amen.
And I think the last count is we have 42 or 44 different haunted tours that happen here.
Wow.
Some during the day, most of them at night, and you can do walking haunted tours. You can do trolley ride haunted tours. Heck, we have something called hearse tours, where we've got a local company that has 3 or 4 old Cadillac hearse that they've turned into to tour vehicles and take you around, and they're a lot of fun. So yeah, Savannah gets very haunted around Halloween, but honestly, you can enjoy that experience throughout the year, and we don't use the word ghost down here very often, but we use haunted because it's all about storytelling.
It is,
and
it's fantastic. Y'all do a fantastic job, Joe. I wish we had some more time to talk. We're certainly going to be talking to other members of the Savannah crew down there for the next 45 minutes. But thank you, Joe.
Great.
I appreciate your time today. Everybody, visit Savannah.com. Please make an effort to looking for an easy way to go down here from North Georgia, go down to Savannah. And Joe, thanks very much. Look forward to seeing you again soon, buddy. Thanks for calling in. We will be right back here on the Marc McMain Show. Doug Hollingsworth with you here, Sweet Tea Travels.
Spring is right around the corner. New beginnings, fresh starts, and big moments. If you're thinking about proposing, if you're ready to take the next step, you go to P&A Jewelers. For 50 years, families have trusted P&A Jewelers to celebrate life's most important milestones. Proudly second generation, family owned and operated by brother and sister, we specialize in stunning engagement rings and custom designs made just for you. P&A Jewelers, located at 4665 Atlanta Highway next to Quick Trip in Loganville.
Are you considering selling your house or land, or perhaps finding your dream home? Call Stacy McCullers, your trusted real estate expert with 12 years of experience and a lifelong connection to Walton County. Stacy is here to help you every step of the way. Whether you're buying or selling, she's available anytime to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. Don't wait. Call today, 678-859-6336. A member of Malcolm & Malcolm Realty Professionals, Stacy McCullers, your realtor for life.
Anytime is a great time to make memories at the Yellow River Wildlife Sanctuary in Lilburn. Close to home and fun for the entire family. Not only will you see wildlife up close, like bears, otters, bison, and more, you can enjoy a picnic lunch. There's gem mining and so much more. The Yellow River Wildlife Sanctuary, 4525 Highway 78 in Lilburn. Make plans to visit soon. To learn more, go to yellowriverwildlifesanctuary.com.
Have you been putting off auto repairs? Do you want a body shop you know and trust? Go see Auto Correct Collision. Auto Correct is a family-owned and operated collision center with over 45 years of experience. Their equipment and training exceed industry standards. No repair is too big or small. Ask about the special drawings and mention this ad for a discount. Visit Auto Correct Collision at 409 Mayfield Drive or call them at 770-207-1241.
All right, welcome back here, 1217 here on this beautiful Friday the 13th. And that we should have mentioned that to Joe, I guess, in the last little bit, talking about the haunted Savannah. We are talking to people here in and around Savannah and finding out more about the wonderful city that there is down there. Doug Hollingsworth with you here, Marc McMain Show. Marc's off for a few weeks. And so we have about 5 of us filling in on every 12 to 1 every day. So please tune in. Fridays we talk travel. So we're excited about that. Sweet Tea Travels is the show. And today, because of St. Patrick's Day coming up next week, and if you hadn't heard, everybody's supposed to wear green. So I've already got my green on.
Sure
Chastity
do.
will
Yes.
make sure everybody knows I have my green on.
He does.
We got a special person here that's going to be with us, and Kimberly Phillips, who's the managing director at Savannah City Market, and it's easy, SavannahCityMarket.com. We'll go ahead and plug that real quick. Good morning. No, I didn't. It's afternoon, Kimberly. I'm still stuck in the morning. So, how are you?
Good afternoon. Doing just fine. Yes, we are definitely wearing our green here in Savannah today, and will be through the weekend. So
Yes, fantastic.
busy time for sure.
Well, I know, and especially what you do there at City Market, and that is absolutely one of the if I can say funnest, is that the correct word? Funnest, places to go in Savannah. You have got so much going on there at City Market, and so why don't we'll just start off and tell us a little bit about the Savannah City Market there, Kimberly.
Yeah, so City Market is a mixed-use development right here in the middle of the historic district in Savannah. The buildings date back, or the project really dates back to the 1700s. It was originally warehouses and that type of thing for merchants and farmers and fishermen and all of that, and it has now been transformed into mixed use with retail, restaurants. We've got museums, art galleries, so a little bit of something for everybody with, a pedestrian courtyard in the center where we have dining outside and that type of thing. So it's a fun place to be, and will certainly be a fun place to be over the next couple of days and into the season. So
I'm sure you got your hands full. So we certainly appreciate your time today coming on the show. But we had talked Savannah. Savannah's one of my favorite places to travel to. It is certainly easy to get to here in Georgia, but as I was talking to Joe earlier, talking about how many people around the world know Savannah and all there is to do in Savannah there. I was looking up, and I'm going to have to hit myself, and I meant to ask my wife, but I am a huge pirate fan. And I don't believe I've been to the Pirate and Treasure Museum. I'm absolutely going to get in the car and go down there in the next couple of days just to see this beautiful place. I mean, it's fantastic, and that's one of the places you have there in the city market. So tell us a little bit about the pirate. It's huge. I'm a big Pirate of the Caribbean fan, so and certainly pirates had a lot to do with years ago, decades, centuries ago there in Savannah. So.
Yes. So the Pirate Museum actually just opened within the last 3 months.
Oh, okay. So then I'm good.
So you're good. You haven't missed anything quite yet. But the Pirate Museum opened, and it's the same group that did the Prohibition Museum here in City Market. So we have a Prohibition Museum, which is tied to Savannah history, on the top floor, and then the basement level, which is really cool because you feel like you're going down kind of into this pirate ship, is a basement level museum. It's the Savannah Pirate and Treasure Museum, and so it is 5,000 square feet down there, and really all kinds of cool artifacts, and they've got a pirate beverages and bar and that kind of thing down there as well. So everything from Blackbeard to, today's movies that have pirates in them. It's a little bit of everything across the board. But, great exhibit here, and we're really excited to have that.
All right,
sure.
if people are familiar with Savannah, tell us kind of where you're located there in Savannah so people can find you fairly easy.
Yes. So we're just, we're a few blocks off of Bay Street, so just a couple blocks from the waterfront, which everybody's familiar usually with the waterfront in Savannah. So we're between Ellis Square and Franklin Square, just off of Bay Street. So you really can't miss us. We're kind of right here in the middle of the action, and always something fun to do for sure.
It's fantastic, and I was just reminiscing here all the great places to eat, but you had some great art. Places, cultural things to do. Why don't you tell us about a couple of those places?
Yeah, so Savannah obviously has a big art scene. We've got Savannah College of Art and Design that's here, and City Market has, we have a lot of street-level galleries that are, showcasing several artists, but we also have our art center, which is the second level of two of our buildings, and those are working artist studios up there. So many SCAD grads will come over and get a studio space, and you can walk through and see the works of these local artists, but also get to see them in action making the work, which is really, really interesting to watch. There's everything from potters to fabric designs to oil painter, a little bit of everything up there, all different mediums. And the second Sunday of every month, they do an art walk where you can go through all of the galleries and then go up to the art center and really get that cultural experience of seeing all the artists here and meet with them, and it's very, very interesting for sure.
So anything new besides the pirate thing going on there at City Market?
Well, have you been to Wexford? Wexford opened within the last year, Wexford Irish Pub. That's a huge new
I saw that. No, I was there in September, and we went over there, but I kind of remember it, but I don't remember. So tell us a little bit about Wexford.
Yeah, so Wexford, that's where everything's going to be happening for this weekend. They've got a huge stage set up with some great Irish entertainment out there throughout the festival this weekend, but they also have daily entertainment. So you can sit outside in the courtyard, eat some Irish food, listen to some great music. The inside of the space is really it's almost like a history museum. It's the city of Savannah has a tie to Wexford, Ireland. And so they really tell that whole story with some great artifacts and really tell the story of how there's this historic connection between Savannah and the county Wexford in Ireland. So it's a big, large space, 3 different floors, and it's a really nice addition to City Market for sure.
Well, that's exciting. We're talking to Kimberly Phillips. She's the managing director at Savannah City Market there. If you want more information to find out, great website, by the way, savannahcitymarket.com. And it's just, you can just scroll through there and pick out which one you want to do. Go see. You could just do City Market for a whole weekend and never even go anywhere else around Savannah. So much of things to do there. St. Patrick's Day is coming up next Tuesday, March 17th. Everybody's going to wear green, so I got my green on today, and I'm excited about that. And how big the celebration is, Joe was talking about it. It's the largest celebration here in the South and one of the biggest in the country. Everything is green, and if you go on the website, you can certainly see a lot of green there as well. So
that's right.
Go ahead, Cameron. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say they dye the fountain green.
Yeah.
We've got green lights over the courtyard. Yeah, lots to do. And then the other thing I was going to say when you were talking about spending the day here, you really can. We like to say that we're kind of the heart and hub of historic Savannah because you can start your day here, catch a trolley tour, go see the city, and then make your way back around to City Market for, an evening over, watching music in the courtyard, dining in the courtyard. There's always a lot to do, and we're open all day long. And so just wanted to add that in.
There's so many different lodging avenues there. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Sure.
Especially close to you, down on the river. So many places to stay. So it's a great walking. But one of the favorite things I love to do it is to get on the trolley. And you can just sit around. You go around once, see everything,
right.
and then hop off. You get your little ticket, and you can come right back on. The next trolley comes through. So that's one of the best things. If I was going to say, if you're going to Savannah, maybe for the first time, you're going to be blown away about all the things you do. You're going to want to stop at this stop because this is a beautiful cathedral,
right.
church, and just go in there and. Shopping galore, eating places galore. Try to find a good time to go to Leopold's when there's not 2 million people.
A big line.
That's an ice cream place, ladies and gentlemen out there. Wonderful ice cream. So just keep going around till you see the line go down, which you might not ever see the line go down. So it is fantastic as well. Some other shopping, certainly a lot of things to do, but shopping is certainly people want to, maybe take home a memento of Savannah. Tell us about a couple places there in City Market about shopping.
Yeah, sure. So we just opened Bear Hug Honey Company, which has local honey. So that's an interesting new one that we have. We also have Savannah Candy Kitchen, which you can't go wrong at Savannah Candy Kitchen. There's just pralines and
yummy.
Chocolate, and you can see the taffy being made on site. That's really, really fun.
Yeah, sure.
We also have ladies' clothing, so we've got Spartina and Silver Silk and Beads and Charleston Shoe Company. So lots of different clothing options. And then we talked about the galleries, so lots of art. It's a variety. We've got Wolfgang Bakery, which is all your pet needs. Lots of pets come to City Market because it's an open air, area, and so people like to sit outside and have their pet with them. And there's Wolfgang Bakery, so lots to do there. We also have in May the 2nd, we've got our annual Art and Soul Music Festival coming up, which is one of our major events that we host each year. And that's we put up a big stage right in the middle of City Market and have different genres of music all throughout the day, and then artists are in the courtyard. We've got great food options that are out there, so that's a really fun time to come, see City Market. And then in August, Wexford, that I talked about earlier, does a separate Irish music festival. They do that in combination with Wexford, Ireland, so they're doing a music festival over there. while Wexford in Savannah does a music festival over here. So that's also
that's
a
neat.
fun time to visit.
It is a great connection. Joe's telling me many things about the connection with Ireland, and it's fun to listen to. We appreciate, Kimberly, you calling in this morning, taking time. I know you got a million things going on, so certainly appreciate it. Look forward to getting back down there soon and seeing all of the new stuff. I'm certainly going to go see the Pirates Museum for sure. But
absolutely.
Kimberly Phillips, the managing director at City Market, SavannahCityMarket.com. And look forward to talking to you again soon, Kimberly.
All right.
You're listening to the Marc McMain Show. Doug Hollingsworth is your guest host today, and we'll be right back.
Recently, I was on a flight writing on a legal pad, and the man next to me struck up a conversation. "Are you an author?" he asked. I said, "No, I'm actually a preacher." Well, the look on his face was priceless. How would you feel if you're stuck sitting next to a preacher for several hours? Surprisingly, though, we had a good conversation. He asked me several questions about Jesus, and I told him that the Bible says if Jesus didn't rise from the dead, Christianity is worthless. Ever thought about that? You see, the truthfulness of Christianity hinges on whether Jesus died and rose from the grave. There's great evidence for it, and I'm one of the billions of Christians around the globe who believes that the resurrection really happened. If Jesus did conquer death, then he's worthy of your trust. If he didn't, reject him because he's a fraud. I believe he really conquered death. What do you believe? This is Bryant Wright, speaking right from my heart.
For devotions, visit rightfromtheheart.org.
John's Supermarket in downtown Monroe is proud to serve the Walton County community for over 50 years. 3 generations of the Thompson family offering the freshest produce, quality meats, everyday essentials, and now featuring Bistro South, a quick service restaurant with freshly made Southern cuisine and ready-to-heat gourmet meals. Always proud to support local farmers and suppliers, John's Supermarket has the best meat in town and tons of weekly specials. Stop by and see them for all the ingredients, meals, snacks, sweets, gifts, and everything in between you need.
Sometimes you can outgrow personal touch. Businesses are designed to do that, and sometimes businesses take quality over character. At Loganville Ford, we have a very rich history of integrity passed down through generations. Since 1961, Loganville Ford has been taking care of our community. That's what we do. We take care of you and your family. We have been family-driven, family-owned, and family-operated from the start, pushing families forward since 1961. Come see us at Loganville Ford, where people still matter. See us on Highway 78 in Loganville or LoganvilleFord.com.
All right, welcome back. Doug Hollingsworth here on the Marc McMain Show. Every Friday we're talking travel. Sweet Tea Travels is the name of the show. Mark's out for a few weeks, and so we'll be guest hosting Monday through Friday, a different host every day, going on through different topics, so please tune in. And if you're interested in travel, we welcome you back, and certainly tell other people to come listen to us. But we're excited today because we are promoting travel in one of our favorite cities here in the South, Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia. Julie, I'm going to talk like this for the rest of the interview with you because that's what Savannah, Georgia makes me talk like. So
I am giggling a little bit.
All right, good for you. Hey, Julie
true.
Musselman is Executive Director of Savannah's Waterfront and Community Improvement District. We appreciate you calling in. That's a
Absolutely.
mouthful. So you got a lot going on there, Miss Julie.
We do have a lot going on.
You do have a lot going on. So if anybody's interested, let's start promoting it real quick. SavannahWaterfront.com. Again, I've talked to Kimberly and I've talked to Joe, and Savannah's one of my favorite places to go. It's great for families, it's great for couples and businesses, conventions. Joe and I talked about the airport and what all there is to do, but you got a lot going on there at the Savannah Waterfront. So, what can people do there on the Savannah Waterfront? And tell us where it is, and is it the ocean? Is it a river? What are we talking about, Julie?
Sure. Actually, Savannah's waterfront is what we call the 12-block area, which is north of Bay Street down to the Savannah River. It's actually where the colony of Georgia began, approaching 300 years ago, where Oglethorpe came up the Savannah River and settled on the high sandy bluff of Savannah. So, for a couple centuries, it was the port of Georgia. When the port moved upstream to have more land in the 50s, in the 70s, the old cotton warehouses and old broken down street was renovated into what visitors see today, which is a plethora of shops and restaurants and galleries and some of the best nightlife in the city actually down here on the waterfront. And we say down, Doug, because the city of Savannah was built on a high bluff. The bluff is 40 feet tall in some places. So River Street is literally down by the riverside.
Yeah, I've walked down some of those steps, to go with parking, and you have to, every step you have to take it in your own hands. I mean, so I understand. We're going straight down to River Street. Yep.
They are historic steps, but you can navigate the grade more easily on the ramps, and then we've added some elevators too now. So that's nice if you'd rather take the elevator. But one of the things that's so intriguing about our area is this is the closest place in the country where you can see container ships coming in and out of the port. And it's quite amazing. You just think, what is in all those containers and things coming into, our port now is the third busiest port in the country. And it's just great, even if you want to take a cup of coffee and stroll down the river walk, it is a great time. It's just a fun, vibrant environment down here. And, of course, we're getting ready for the St. Patrick's Day weekend right now, which is fun. So we're going to have plenty of good food and good times all weekend. But it's always a good time to come visit Savannah's waterfront. You don't have to come just on St. Pat.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We love coming to Savannah pretty much all year long. Have been there many, many times and have eaten and stayed different places. Kimberly and I were talking about the trolley tours and how fun those are, and if people never been to Savannah,
the trolley tours.
I do too. Even if you've been on them before, it's
a great way to see so much, and then decide from there what you'd like to explore further. Like Old Town Trolley has this hop on, hop off. So you can see so much of the city in such a short amount of time and go back to somewhere that interests you or spend more time on the waterfront and then hop back on it and get on back around. So I always recommend folks do those. And they are fun, even if you've been on it before.
Oh, sure.
You bring in a different group, come with a different group of friends or whatever and do it again. You always kind of learn something new that you might have missed the previous time.
Yeah, they even have the what's it called, gravestones and at nighttime, for the haunted tours.
Oh my goodness, those are so popular. And recently, I had a young friend who was celebrating her 16th birthday, and she and her mom came down from Athens. And we did the ghost tour, and my, do we have a bunch of ghosts in this town. It's great fun, and those are immensely popular. So
Joe said we don't mention that word anymore. It's just the city's haunted. The city's haunted. There's no aberrations out there. No.
They're here.
They're here. Well, my wife would definitely say they're not there. No. There could be something there, but they're not a ghost. Okay. So.
Well, what's fun is, if you're into that, then that's great. We've got that for you, but we've got something for everyone. We've
absolutely.
got, walking tours to check out the intricate ironwork that is all over our historic district. So it's a great time, and it's so close to where we're talking to your listeners to hop down here for a weekend or even a couple of days midweek. It's just a nice, easy getaway.
Yes, you sent me some information which is mind-boggling, but you say you get about 2.7 million people a year that continue to come back, so it makes that to about 6 million visits a year. That's a lot of people there, Julie.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that's happening now is we've got some new places to stay and play that are alongside of our classic favorites. So we've had the J.W. Marriott Savannah at Plant Riverside District open. It's been open now for 5 years. and it is actually on the site of an old power plant on the west end of our street. And it's this amazing property with 13 restaurants. There's a gallery in the lobby that's just amazing. There's a giant chrome-plated dinosaur, of all things, above you in the lobby. And it's an amazing draw on River Street. And then down on the east end, we've got a new development called the Eastern Wharf. And that includes a Thompson Hotel, which is a luxury brand of Hyatt, and a wonderful park that's being programmed with all sorts of concerts and farmers markets and fun things. So it's like an old place with new things. And then at the same time, one of our flagship restaurants, Spanky's on River Street, is celebrating their 50th year this year.
Oh, wow.
And they invented the chicken finger, if you can believe that. They invented the chicken finger back in the 70s right here on River Street. So,
that's
the old and the new mixed together, it just makes for a lot of fun. And, we are very excited to be partnering with the city over the next 5 to 10 years. We are putting together a plan to redevelop the street. And we have a beautiful riverfront plaza that goes just about the whole length of River Street. It was dedicated in 1978, but is relatively untouched since then. So we're upgrading the street and the sidewalks and adding some interesting parks, and it's just going to be a transformational time for our area. So we're excited because the city is partnering with us, and we're, every community has only so many resources to go around, and we're working together to find ways to get things done, even though resources are tight. And our city, it deserves that, and really, the waterfront belongs to everybody in the state of Georgia. So we're excited about those changes, and maybe we can jump back on your show in a year or so, and I can let you know some of the new fun things that are already in place.
We hope to have you on again before that. But hey, I know you got a lot of different events that y'all do during the year. What's coming up anytime soon?
Well, I know it's the green time in our city in March right now, but of course we got the parade on Tuesday and all kinds of fun places to eat, drink, and listen to music down here. But our summertime is a great time to visit. We actually host our city's Independence Day celebration right here on the waterfront. And it's a spectacular fireworks show over the river. We set to patriotic music, and we've got the music playing in all the bars and restaurants and outside all the way up and down and across the river. And in honor of America's 250th anniversary, we're actually planning a summer of celebration that's going to go all the way from Memorial Day weekend all the way to Labor Day weekend. And we're just amping up all the red, white, and blue. All the restaurants are coming up with cool red, white, and blue specials and patriotic meals and fun things to buy in the shops. And we're just going to have us a Americana summer.
Well, good for you, because it's our country certainly deserves all the things that we can give them. We're talking to Julie Musselman, and she is the executive director of Savannah's Waterfront Community Improvement District. SavannahWaterfront.com. Certainly look at it. It's a great website. So many things to say and do. I got to talk to you real quickly here. Y'all do a lot of movies down there.
We do.
We do a lot of movies down there. I mean, name a couple of your favorites that's been there.
Well, just last week we had Sly Stallone down here filming an episode of Tulsa King.
Well,
so that was pretty exciting.
They're actually filming right here in Monroe today. So
isn't that amazing?
Yes, ma'am. I passed it on my way here.
That's amazing. One of the fun ones was recently was the real life version of The Lady and the Tramp, the Disney animated film, and they filmed on River Street, and they filmed the famous scene with the two little dogs kissing over the spaghetti in the alley. Well, they made our factors walk into that alley. Now that was a joy to see on screen.
Certainly, people.
We welcome the film crews. If it's an off time or of course, couldn't do anything with the film crew next week, obviously. But if we can make it work, we try to be as welcoming to those folks as we can, because people see the movies and the shows, and it makes them want to come visit us. And
some good ones from the past. I'll have to mention, if people don't realize, some guy sat on a park bench for a long time there. Forrest Gump, way back in the 90s. That's hard to believe. One of my favorite movies of all time. He was wonderful. But another favorite is Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. And I actually have the lady little statue sits out in front of our house, and so
the Bird Girl.
Yeah, Bird Girl. I think it's fantastic. Don't tell Joe, but I have Forrest Gump bench over behind my house. We don't tell anybody.
I love both of those movies, and we were in Savannah. We always thought we were famous in our own minds, but that movie really put us on the map nationally.
It did, and it's fantastic.
It increased our visitation, and we still see visitation from that movie today in the book.
It's great. Yep, it's great. Julie, I want to say thanks again for your time. I know you're busy at this, certainly all the time, but certainly around this time. So look forward to having you back here on the show, and we'll plug SavannahWaterfront.com again. And thanks again, Julie. Look forward to seeing you soon. It is 12:45. You're talking to Doug Hollingsworth on the Marc McMain Show. We'll be right back.
If you're selling or buying a home, you should call AM/PM Septic to inspect your septic tank. This could save you on costly repairs. AM/PM pumps your tank, fixes septic alarms, drain lines. They can fix any problem you're having with your septic tank. Call 770-231-7979. They do inspection letters. AM/PM is family owned and operated, licensed and insured company. Call David for all your septic needs. 770-231-7979.
Hi, gang. Julio here, inviting you out for a big live remote broadcast this Saturday, 10 to 1 at the Easy Stop, 1441 Highway 81, just outside Loganville. I'll be there with everybody's little buddy Les Lane. Hey, stop in. You could win a charcoal grill, a tent, a cooler, and much more. Free hot dogs, free koozies, and free T-shirts. Tickets to give away, so come out. We'd love to see you at the Easy Stop. Owners Eric and Tracy Hano invite you out for a fun-filled day, and while you're there, pick up some of Tim's Ball Peanuts. It'll be a great party. Hey, we'll enjoy it. We'll have a good time with you and all your friends here at Real Country Q 92.3.
Covington Ford has something for everyone, from the power and comfort of a brand new F-150 to the family-friendly Explorer or the trail-ready Bronco. Covington Ford wants to be your #1 local Ford dealer by offering no haggle, below invoice pricing, and interest rates as low as 0% for 60 months. We believe your adventure should be limitless, not your coverage, so we're giving you a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all new Ford inventory. Come check us out in person or visit us online at CovingtonFord.net. Your next journey starts at Covington Ford.
Welcome back. We're in Savannah, Georgia today. We're talking Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to the Marc McMain Show. No, this is not Marc McMain. He's off doing some stuff that hopefully will work out for him. Doug Hollingsworth every Friday here talking travel. So we look forward to being back again next week. We got another great show. It's going to be another great show, probably about somewhere on the coast.
I love it.
So I'll tease it in a little bit here, but right now we're going to talk about a place that I can tell you one thing. If you're looking for a community to move to, first home, second home, whatever, this is absolutely the best. And I have been in this business for a long time. The best place anywhere in the Southeast. And we got Gary Lafano, who is the Director of Membership, Marketing, and Communications at the Landings. Good afternoon, Gary. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Doug. Thanks for having me on, and I appreciate that warm introduction.
Well, buddy, I truly believe it. Been there. I've talked about it many times. It's just fantastic. I'm sitting here talking to Chastity about it, and so we're going to let you got all these big titles, so we're going to let you talk about it. But tell us about the Landings Golf and Athletic Club and what it is, a unique place to live and play there, sir.
Yeah, no, it's our little slice of paradise here. We're 14 miles from downtown Savannah, so that's a great draw to have that terrific city with history and culture and pretty good restaurants around town. But just 14 miles away on Skidaway Island is the Landings community and the Landings Golf and Athletic Club. We're 6 golf courses. We're member-owned. We do not have a resort component. And member-owned and operated. We have been some 3,400 memberships right now, about 6,500 members. There's never a dull day here. 10 restaurants, 6 golf courses, making a major investment to move to 22 pickleball courts. That sport just continues to explode.
Absolutely does. You're right.
Yeah, along with wellness, and wellness is really our number 2 most used asset, more than the golf courses, believe it or not. We have 700 to 800 check-ins out of our wellness center every day. So our members want to stay active and stay fit so they can play golf longer and play tennis longer and play pickleball.
Amen.
But it's a fun place to call home, and a fun place to go to work every day.
Well, I remember you and I driving around not too long ago and just going through all the real estate, and this is a big property. So, and by the way, fantastic social media. Scrolling through different things. People, if you haven't seen it, please stop and like the Landings there. And follow them. They have a lot of, or just go to the landingsclub.com is a great way to do it. But certainly, how many homes you have in there, sir?
Yeah, so just a little over 4,400 homes.
Wow.
75% of them are members of the club. So we're not a mandatory community. We do have some residents that live here that enjoy some of the marinas and the dog park and the walking trails. Got some 30 miles of walking and biking trails. That's a big draw, and we do have 24/7 gated security, so that is a nice asset to have as well. But yes, it is a big place, but you learn your way around pretty quick.
Yes, and the houses are different prices, different sizes. They're not they're not the cookie cutter type place. I mean, you can buy a nice small place, or get a beautiful, a big place. I think you told me you bought a lot, and you and your wife built a house there. So there's, I guess, a lot of different options there.
We do, and for the most part, we're predominantly single-family homes. There are a few condominium complexes and a few duplex complexes, but those make up less than about 200 of our total residents. So it's predominantly single-family homes. And I think because this community was kind of built in stages, really about 5 different stages throughout. We're 52 years old, so we started in 1974, and it evolved. Stage 1 was Marshwood and Magnolia, and that was the original part of the Landings, and then the Palmetto community developed, and along with Oak Ridge, Deer Creek, Midpoint. That's what has kind of and given it some flavor of making it a little bit different. They all have kind of their own unique characteristics, but it certainly is coastal living. We've got some beautiful homes that sit right on the marsh, on some of the tidal rivers, but then you have some terrific waterfront lots over lagoons and golf course views, and it's there's a little bit of something for everybody. But you're right, we have golf course, what we call golf patio homes. Those are on usually 0.15 of an acre, usually 2 stories, 4 3s or 3 2s. A lot of our members who call this seasonal home will have something like that, but we have quite a few full-time residents too.
Well, we're talking to Gary Lafano, and he is the Director of Membership, Marketing, and Communications at the Landings, landingsclub.com. Check it out, and I truly can say you have it all. I mean, just somebody thinks, okay, 6 golf courses. Well, you need 6 golf courses. Well, it's just perfect. It's just like you're talking about your pickleball courts and other things that you're adding and restaurants. And I've dined at one beautiful restaurant there that night, and that was fantastic. And so there's so many great things to do. Tell me, if people are interested in terms of membership and what's a good way for them to find out more about the Landings?
Well, I appreciate that, Doug. And really, we have a program called the Discovery Visit Program. And they're either 3-day and 2-night packages, or we do have a 4-day and 3-night package. That's really the way for you to immerse yourself in the Landings. It's a way for you to enjoy the club assets, play some golf. A couple rounds, or either 2 or 4 rounds of golf are included in that, depending on which package you choose. But get to use full use of club amenities. We welcome our guests here, our guests and Discovery guests, our future members, future owners, and really immerse yourself in the community, try out some of the restaurants, and play a little golf and get a feel for it. We're able to include a golf cart if you want with a Discovery Visit package, so you can travel around by golf cart. Our community is golf cart, active.
Mm-hmm.
From one end of the island to the other end of the island, you can do it all in about 15 minutes by golf cart. So kind of a neat feature that some clubs don't have.
Information that people can find out about these Discovery packages, is that on the website there, Gary?
Yeah, the community website, simply just go to thelandings.com, and that will take you to certainly everything about the landings, real estate, along with all the club assets and where you can book a Discovery Visit. So thelandings.com will take you to the community website, and landingsclub.com will take you to the club assets. So, but really, just go to thelandings.com and check out the Discovery Visit, the packages that are there, and give us a call. Give us a call and see what's available, and love to have you down. It doesn't get any prettier than what it is right now. It's 72 degrees and sunny, and it's beautiful out there.
I was talking to Joe a little earlier, and I'm like, it's a little chilly up here. I'm coming to Savannah. So it's going to be down in the 20s next week. So
we are going to get a little bit of a downward push here, but the highs will still be in the mid 50s.
Yeah, that's
60s.
perfect. That's perfect weather. I'm coming for sure. But hey,
good.
it's St. Patrick's Day coming up. That's one reason we had all of you guys on the show today. So anything fun going around, events around the landings this week with all the green stuff going on?
Well, we downtown takes center stage for St. Patrick's Day. It's one of the largest St. Patrick's Day parades in the country, and we usually we do the traditional member of St. Patrick's Day, the corned beef, and have that for our members in a St. Patrick's Day dinner that we host here at the club. But really, a lot of our members go downtown. They spend their time on the parade route. It's kind of like when tailgating meets when college tailgating meets downtown Savannah and St. Patrick's Day.
Well, and that's fun too about having a city like Savannah so close by. If you've got things I've done here at the landings, well, hey, let's go in town and eat or shop or bring the family, other people down to, so you have this great experience and then take them home there to the landings there. So
yeah, we do for sure.
A lot of things going on there. So I kind of mentioned, tell us briefly about some of the marketing you're doing to get more people involved with the landings.
Yeah, we're golf centric. We have to be. We have 6 golf courses. We do some 180,000 rounds of golf a year, so we're a busy place. But we always make sure everybody gets a tee time. We still have some room for some more golf members. It is really targeted towards lifestyle. Our join age since 2020 is now 59 years old, so our members are younger. A lot of them are still working. A lot of them have families. We have 1,100 kids under the age of 18. So we have a large youth program.
That says a lot, Gary. That says a lot about marketing and what you have to offer there.
Yeah, and it's really, it's a lifestyle. I tell people you're not really joining a club, and I usually get some strange looks while I'm joining the Landings Golf and Athletic Club. Well, you are, but you're really joining a community of like-minded people that enjoy the same things and like to do things with their friends and also make new friends. We have a lot of people that come here that don't know anybody, and we get them indoctrinated through a program called New Neighbors, and it really indoctrinates them into the community. They make friends that you'll have for life. So,
well, Gary, we're gonna have to let you go here, but we appreciate your time today. I know you're busy, and we look forward to having you back on the show and being down there in Savannah really soon. So, thank you very much. All right, we've had a pretty good Savannah show. We want to talk a little more Savannah, old Savannah here. So, next week we got a great show coming up. It is going to be another coastal area, so we'll let everybody know about that. Yes, ma'am. We got a lot of things. Next few weeks are going to be a lot of fun. Masters Week, we got some fun things going to be happening there.
Yes.
And we look forward to being back. Chastity, thanks so much for your help today. And Doug Hollingsworth sitting in here for Marc McMain. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.
And Savannah was fun, so great job today. And Monday's show on the Marc McMain, we're going to have Mitch Swan with guests from Prince Avenue Headmaster Seth Hathaway. So tune in Monday. Have a great weekend.
You're supposed to call him Colonel.
Colonel.
Colonel, yeah.
Colonel.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a great weekend.
Thank y'all.